What happened to Christian, am I right? Welcome back, guys. How's it going? I just saw Dumbo in the movies. If you don't already know, Dumbo is a Disney animated movie. One of the first animated movies of all time, apparently. Maybe not like the first three, but it's maybe like the first 10 or 20. I didn't watch the animated one in preparation for this review because I just didn't really give a shit. And Disney seems to be on this new wave of live action remakes just to get a quick cash grab, I guess. So far they have had Beauty and the Beast, and upcoming they're gonna have Aladdin and Lion King, and right now they have Dumbo. This movie was just a fucking disaster. So we got Tim Burton directing it, which Tim Burton's become, as of late, like a huge sellout for some reason. He used to be one of my favorite directors. Well, he still is one of my favorite directors, but as of now, he's just making like weird Hollywood, Disney type, stupid kids movies, and it's like this is his next endeavor. They have a huge star-studded cast here. We got Colin Farrell from The Beguiled. Well, he's from other movies, but that's the one I remember off the top of my head. Danny DeVito, who's actually pretty hilarious, and his role is probably like the best suited in the whole movie. Michael Keaton, and we got the Miss Peregrine, who Tim Burton also directed. She's in the movie. I remember her from Sin City. She was naked in that movie. Pretty huge ass cast, and also Arcade Fire did the credit song. That was just unexpected. I didn't realize that. And Tim Burton's directing it, and it fucking sucked. The acting from the main roles, well, first off, the casting is way off. And same thing for all these other live-action Disney movies. Bill Murray in The Jungle Book, what the fuck? Emma Watson in Beauty and the Beast, and Ewan McGregor as the candle guy. These live-action remakes for Disney, the casting has just been way off. I don't know who's in charge of all the casting for these movies, but they need to be fired immediately because this is the most like miscast movie ever. They have the Miss Peregrine woman from Sin City does like this terrible French accent. Colin Farrell does this horrible American accent. And then Michael Keaton is another villain, which Michael Keaton playing villains just doesn't really fit. I don't know. He's just not that evil of a guy. He's like a nice Birdman guy, you know? But yeah, the casting was just way off. And then the thing about the acting from the lead roles is it's pretty bad, but not even as bad as the side characters. So I feel like are cast pretty accurately, and you know, they're cast to who their character is, but their acting is shit. The daughter in the movie is just god awful. For the whole movie, she just talks like this. And Dad, Dumbo needs to be free, Dad. And I don't know if that's part of her character. I think it is because she's supposed to be like a sarcastic young girl who like points out things that the dad's like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize this. Only a child's mind could conjure this up. But at the same time, I think even if she was playing that character, her performance is still bad. Because there's a lot of emotional moments, and there's supposed to be inspirational moments where she thinks of something legendary or something, and her delivery is just so off. And the son is just a completely throwaway character. Not even important at all. At least the daughter was trying to be like a scientist or something in the movie. The son is just, there's no reason for him to exist at all in the movie. I don't know why he was there. Danny DeVito was actually pretty hilarious in the movie. I feel like he was only hilarious though because it felt like he was reacting to the train wreck that the movie is. It felt like he was always kind of like the helpless person, just like, I can't do this, I don't know what to do. And it was just funny to see him just struggle amongst the chaos of the movie. And Danny DeVito was very charismatic and fun. So Danny DeVito was hilarious in the movie. They also had who's Ben Stiller's dad? He's in there too. Yeah, he's in there. So yeah, acting was way off. The animation, Dumbo's animation was fine. The elephants actually look pretty good in the movie, but there's this CGI monkey that just is everywhere in the movie. I don't even know what the hell they were thinking. I think they animated him at like 22 frames per second or something like that. He looks like not the same frame rate as the rest of the movie. And he looks terrible. He looks so fake. There are these like CGI mice too that look like humans. That sounds weird. they just have human movements, so they don't look real at all. Like, I guess they have, you know, little fur and stuff, and they look like mice, but they move just so odd. It's just weird. That CG is weird. There's a CG snake in the movie that is kind of looks weird. Just all the animation looks weird, and the movie overall looks kind of fake. You can tell there's a lot of green screens. They animated over some people's faces, I think. Like Colin Farrell's looked kind of weird, and he looked really glossed up compared to the rest of the characters. The movie just looked really bad and fake. Looked like a fucking Robert Rodriguez movie, but unironically. And then the story, like, I've seen the original Dumbo. I don't fucking remember it. I don't really give a shit about it. But the story in this one is told just really poorly. Even if the original story was good, this one, or even if the original story was bad, this one just made it even worse. There's no development in the movie whatsoever. Dumbo just so suddenly flies because the kids are like, hey, here's a feather, let me just wave it in his face, and then he starts flying. I'm surprised that the moment that he first begins to fly is so just unimpactful. They gloss over it so quickly, and they gloss over a lot of things really quickly, like how he got his name. It just kind of, the letters kind of fall into place on a board, and they're like, oh, hey, it's Dumbo, wow. And the characters never ever fail, and the evil guy is so evil. He's so underdeveloped, and I don't really give a shit about anything he does. And I don't even give a shit about anything the heroes do either. Colin Farrell, like, lost his wife. The wife wasn't even, it didn't seem like they were missing her at all. It seemed like there's, in the beginning, they were like, oh, my wife died while I was gone in the war. And then Colin Farrell loses his arm, and his kids look at it for like 3 seconds, and then it's never mentioned again. Except for when Dumbo, like, squeezes it around, like, in a funny way, which I think is, like, a little fucked up. Yeah, overall, I mean, I don't know why I'm talking about this like this. The movie is just, it's dumb. The movie was just a real throwaway, which is, I mean, I think this is just Disney looking for a quick cash grab. And, hey, kudos to Disney, because their money is in a lot of different places. You know, Marvel is a great kind of long-term investment. Star Wars, I don't know what the fuck they're doing there, but you know, this new kind of Disney live action thing is that's a big way to make a couple $1 billion. Beauty and the Beast I actually liked a bit, but just because it was so funny, and I feel like it made fun of the original, which I'm not a huge fan of the original one. But this one was just a total disaster, not funny at all. They didn't change the original in a way that built upon it or maybe tried to improve something. And it just looked like crap. I think that's one of the biggest things. It just looked like crap. It looked like they didn't put any effort into making this a movie. The animation Beauty and the Beast was phenomenal. That was crazy animation. This one, I could not believe how little effort they put in this. It really seriously looks like a Robert Rodriguez movie, unironically. Overall, I would give this thing like a 3 out of 10. It was just a piece of crap. Don't watch it. I mean, it's getting terrible ratings anyway. Why would you watch this thing? Beauty and the Beast, I think it actually used to be on Netflix, it's not. But I like Beauty and the Beast, and I think the new Lion King live action one doesn't look like a disaster. New Aladdin definitely looks like a disaster, but I don't know what they're going to do with this new Disney series. I don't know why I don't know what direction they're trying to take it in. I know that they're just doing it for money. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. I'm actually going on vacation for a few days, so not a big deal, but we won't be uploading. But Beach Bum review, maybe. Shazam review, definitely. Look out for that, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.